Welcome to the Answer Podcast, where Philly old heads talk sports. We're back for another season. Sixers is starting up in a couple days. We're real excited. Everybody's here, the whole gang. Let's go around and make some introductions. Ski, the landscaper. What's up, brother?
Hey, we back by popular demand. You know, our 100,000 viewers been sending me mail, and they wanted the show back, so we had to, renegotiate our contracts, and we back, y'all. Let's go. Talk Sixers. Let's go.
Yo, do y'all know how hard it is to sit at a copier for 100,000 letters? Yo, I'm tired, but I'm glad we are back. Yo, we got Boston coming up. It's rivalry week. I'm talking about took care of the Braves. Let's go ahead and take care of Dallas tonight and bring on those C's, man. Let's get it. They can get it too.
Go ahead, Herb.
Listen, I'm excited to be back. I missed y'all. I missed all the fans. I can't wait to talk about sports. And Quaz, I would like to know, what is that A in the background? Is that Atlanta A? What is that A?
No, I'm a Jarko. Every room in my house has an A. You just gotta find out where it is. Some of them are hidden, but I see you got good eyes. You got good eyes.
Yes, he does. Nothing. With my glasses.
Go ahead.
But no, welcome back, everybody. We're gonna have a good show this year. We're gonna, we got a lot of good sports going on in this city right now, so we're looking forward to 3 parades. So let's do it.
Whoa, 3 parades. We'll see about that. All right, so let's talk about the Sixers, boys. What do we think about what's coming up? What's going to happen here in the next few days? We got our first games against Boston. Let's give me a little overview of what you think is going to happen, Big Skin.
Well, the Sixers. Well, this is what I think this year. I think I see a promising season. I see a promising season because Harden, at least his legs are thin. See, his upper is still a little chunky, but his legs are thin when I was watching him. So he's running quicker, and I saw a lot more movement in his game. He says he lost 40 pounds. I don't know where he went to, but I do see a difference in his lower, maybe his core, area. He's focused on that particular part of his body. So I think we're going to have a promising season as long as he'll be able to play with them.
I look at it as if he comes to play defense this year, we're going to be in pretty decent shape. I'm not in love with the roster, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I mean, we go. Boston is going to be a great game. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping. They the defending conference champs and everything, so they already got that swag. They're gonna be ready to go. I'm excited. I know the environment is going to be juiced up, but I'm just not in love with this roster. But we'll talk more about that, when we get to it. What's up, Herb?
I'm excited for basketball. I've just been waiting to see basketball. We need a championship in Philadelphia, and I hope it comes from the Sixers. Joel Embiid has been going around the city of Philadelphia, and he's been campaigning. I just want to see the Sixers do good and just have a great season.
All right. What you think,
I think our roster is constructed to have James Harden, Joel Embiid to have to kind of play at their best all the time. I don't think we have good role players to be able to fill the scoring role off the bench and produce those points that Joel Embiid is going to score and James Harden is going to score. So I think Joel Embiid and James Harden have to play at their best for us to be able to win a championship and get far in the playoffs. So in the playoffs, if they don't play well, we won't be successful. So there it is. Me on mute, big guys.
It's still echoing. We are having a technical difficulty.
Yeah, it's a little echo. You hear that echo?
Yeah. Just real quick, everyone mute their mics. Except Big Zach.
All right, I'm gonna do the talking then. So let's talk about roster construction. All right, listen, we got Joel Embiid, big man. We got a point guard now. We definitely got a pretty good off guard in Maxey, who's coming up. What do we think? And we went out and got a little bench. So what do we think about that bench? And what do you think about how the roster is constructed? Big Ski, unmute your mic.
Okay. I think about the individual. We're talking about the perspective of the players this right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Basically, I think that as a unit, they're going to have to come together as a team. We got some new players. I think that they went and they got what's his name? Not Howie Roseman. That's the Eagles. What's the guy's name? That's the general manager of the Sixers.
Daryl Morey.
Right, Daryl Morey. He's turning the team into Houston. But that being said, it are at least the veterans from Houston. It's not, the new players and the, some of the role players, but they were the stars that now can become role players, except for maybe Harden. Tucker, I really like because he's that guy that brings the heart and soul. He's the guy that's not good. He's going to make the open shot, but he's going to be the one, if it's a fight, he's going to be the one out there taking the blows for the team, and stuff like that. And I think he'll be like a captain. So, that's what I think about, the players' perspective of the team. So with the good captain that they respect, then I think it'll be okay.
All right, mute your mic and then move on to Quaz.
If we talking about the players on the roster, I still don't see all right, Doc has said when we play big, if there's a big center, we're going to use I forgot who the ball was. We're going to use he ain't here now. And if we play small, then we're going to use Paul Reed. I still think this team is devoid of a big center to back up Joe. I like Montrezl Harrell. I like his attitude, his toughness in the paint. And against a lot of teams in the NBA, you'll be able to go small ball without Joe. But there are those nights that you're going to need another big center to come back in the paint. And I don't know. I mean, so far in the preseason, Montrezl looked like he's so active that he's going to find a way. But I still think they need that one piece on the roster for this team to really be complete.
All right. I like that. Herb, unmute your mic.
Last year, Big Ski's thing was that we needed more toughness on the team. And now we got two tough guys. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to have to see what Doc is going to do, rotating the players or, what have you. But my only problem is when they tried to move Matisse Thybulle, that it didn't go through. I think we needed to get him off the team. I'm tired of, his defense is great and all that type of stuff. He's pretty much Ben Simmons, but he doesn't facilitate. So it's like, we don't need no more one-trick guys. Oh, just your defense. Nah, get that out of there. We need somebody that's going to score. We also need defense, but, we get Matisse Thybulle, get him out of here. What's the other guy's name? Korkmaz. We need to move on from him too. So those two guys, just come on. I'm tired of that. But with Montrezl Harrell and PJ Tucker, I think that was a good addition to the team.
Did he bring up Korkmaz?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm tired of him. Oh my God.
Remember when we didn't know who he was?
You didn't know who he was.
Right. You didn't know who he was. I knew he was. Hey, couldn't pronounce his name for shit.
Okay.
But anyway, go ahead, Big Bill Ski. What do you think?
I think roster-wise, like kind of Herbie was saying, I like the additions of PJ Tucker and Montrezl Harrell. That brings that extra kind of toughness that we've been kind of lamenting to our last couple, like our last show and our last shows. We were saying that we needed guys like Tucker and Harrell who can bring a toughness that we haven't had since like a Jimmy Butler type player was here, where it bring that toughness, bring that fight, that leadership to the team. But like I'm gonna hark back on my other point. We still kind of need scoring. I don't think Shake Milton is going to be able to provide the 6-man role that we kind of need. Like he has those flashes, but then he kind of falls off and doesn't produce the points that we need him to off the bench. So I still think we're missing a hole there, but otherwise I like the additions we've made. And like my dad said, we've kind of turned into Houston a little bit, but they were successful when they were, had that little run that they had when they played the Warriors. But we're gonna be all right. If Joel Embiid brings his MVP caliber season to the table and Harden kind of complements that, we'll be fine.
See, and I think before last year we really didn't have a bench. We have a deep bench now. So I think that's going to really help us later on, like, in the playoffs and all that.
Well, let me tell you that our roster we are based around a big man, and there's no real other team. I guess Denver with Jokic, but Jokic kind of plays a hybrid game where it's different. But we're the only team with a dominant big man, So I think that's unique to the league, and we could do some big things, but Harden has to play. He has to know when to turn it on and when to distribute. So if he can get that together, him and Joe, it was the first season together, so let them have a whole off season, everybody playing together, and I think that dynamic will be better. And then Maxey, if last year's any indication, he will improve again because that's just how he do. Not unlike Jalen Hurts, my other dude, but if he takes another step, we could have something pretty special. I would say finals and or bust. We got to get all the way. So
I agree.
we have that type of roster. We got Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? We got a bench now. Our bench is much better, but it's a defensive bench. So we definitely need some offense. We might have to make a trade at the deadline or something to get one more offensive player. Because if I see one more Thibault throw up a air ball, I will, that's not good. That's not good. But I do think Thibault has a role on our team. I just want somebody else shooting that. You know what I mean? He can come in for those very specialized plays at the end of games and stuff like that, because you do need good defenders too. But anyway, that's roster construction. That's what I think. And we're gonna move on to the next thing. So our first game is against Boston. That matchup, they went to the finals. We don't have no easy game to start out this season off with. So what do we think about that matchup? Go ahead, Ski. I guess you go first.
So with the matchup,
go ahead,
little Ski. Go ahead. You go.
So the matchup with Boston, I like the matchup. I think that we are going to have Joel Embiid is going to have to play pretty big the opening night. He's probably going to score 30 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, because we're going to have to fight to combat the firepower that Boston has with Tatum and Brown. They're going to be coming out hot. They're motivated, to have the same season that they had last year. Now, I know they have issues. They have drama going on with the coach, but I think that they brought in somebody that they're comfortable with, and that's been with the team along with their finals run last year. So they're going to be the same team. They're going to run the same type of offense, play the same type of defense. And we saw how they, played defense last year in the playoffs. So we know they're a very good team, and it's in Boston, so it's going to be a good, opening crowd. So I think we're gonna have it out for it. It's going to be a tough matchup, but I think we could pull it out, especially if Embiid has that big night. So,
well, this is what I think. Embiid and Harden better come out with that chemistry. If them two can play off each other, we are going to be just fine. And like I said before, Maxey's cool, so Boston should not be a problem. I think that I'm not going to say it like that. Boston is going to be a problem, but we should get that win because they're, like you said, they're having that turmoil and stuff. So we are just cohesive right now, and I think that's going to carry us through more than just X's and O's. It's going to be about our cohesion. So go ahead, Ski.
Okay, well, I want to talk about Harden and with the Boston. Harden got to come out and bust butt. Show I'm all-star. What's up? Either he back or not. Now, and he got to learn how to do it with Embiid, and Embiid got to accept it. But Harden got to get out there. They playing against two guards. They Boston. Go out there and bust Tatum butt, or whoever gonna stick it. Who gonna stick him? Jalen, one of them. So going out there, you'll get 30.
Maybe
let's
Marcus
start the season off, and let's start balling and show that I'm Harden, and now we got Embiid, and let's go do this. He can't be this, second fiddle type of thing. But that also means of course, you're not going to take over Embiid because it's Embiid's team. But you could be an excellent point guard with a big man. I mean, that should be easy. So that's what I think about the Boston game. And just say I do think we will win.
All right, me too.
Yeah, I think we're going to win, but Boston being in disarray is no good, and that could last the whole season. I don't
they
think
won't have to coach the whole season, so
But then again, last season they really didn't get it until towards the end, right before the playoffs. So they pretty much just got hot like the Phillies at the end. So it's not like they was just going around all year just beating people up. Nah, they didn't do that. They just got hot towards the end. And then now with them being in turmoil, they're going to start off bad again. So I don't think we have to worry about Boston the first game.
Right. It's a super long season. So.
Yeah, so it's a long season, and I don't know if Embiid needs to score 30. We got Maxey. As long as Maxey is out there, I think we're good.
Wow. You got that much.
He's getting better. As long as he gets a little bit better, Maxey he's a spark plug, man.
He is. What do you think, Quas?
So the one thing I do love about this team is it is definitely defensive oriented, which is what you're going to need in Boston game one. I think that I think we're going to win the game. Of course, I think we're going to win the game. What I'm concerned about again is the long-term picture of this team, and I do wonder if they're going to have enough firepower beyond the big three: Harden, Maxey, and Joe. This should be a well-fought game. I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I do question: are we going to be in sync with adding so many new pieces? I know Boston is going to be a little disarray until they catch up to the point with the new coach and get on the same page. But there's a bunch of dogs over there. They dogs. I seen what I seen. They dogs. But we'll be able to bang with them, and I think we'll pull away with a win. But in the long picture, I do want to see where the scoring is going to come off the bench and what kind of rotations Doc run with.
Good point.
See, they had a few additions too. What's his name? Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah.
So but still, it's still the beginning of the season. They got problems in Boston. They're going to have to figure out how to play together and all that stuff. I'm not worried about the first game at all.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to play together too.
But we're closer than they are. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, but our starters are still the same. All of our starters are the same. You know what I mean? But our bench
except for Tucker. I think Tucker's
yeah,
start.
I forgot about Tucker.
But Tucker's not that type of player.
Tucker will blend in.
Tucker's that blend in type of guy.
But who's he starting over?
It's going to be
Tobias,
Embiid, Tobias, Maxey, Harden, Tucker.
Over Danny Green. Danny Green is gone.
Danny Green. That's right. And then Thibault started a couple games too.
Right, Thibault was a starter too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so Tucker, that makes a lot of sense. All right, that's cool. All right, so we talked about the Sixers. We're gonna be all season talking about them boys. So please, keep us locked in. Matter of fact, we should probably mention we need you to go ahead and hit that notification button. Please, give us that shout out. We love it. We need the likes, the notifications, everything. So please do that. Our next topic is going to be the Phillies. They are on a major tear right now. It is, it's crazy to me. They didn't win 87 games this year, and we are on a mission. Since the playoffs started, we've only lost one game in the playoffs, so we're already at the NLDS or CS. So it's crazy to me. The Phillies are awesome. Ski, you go ahead. What do you think?
Okay, well, the Phillies to me, I like the Phillies and everything, and I respect what they're doing. I'm not a big Phillies guy.
Baseball guy? You're not a baseball guy?
I'm not a real big baseball guy, but I think they are doing very well, and they're shocking the world. I think Brian Harper is hitting the ball when he's supposed to hit the ball. You know what I mean? So, and it's all about the hitting. And then, of course, we got that pitcher, Nola. He actually goes to the center.
And Wheeler.
Yeah.
And Wheeler, yeah. Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, we got 2 aces.
Okay. And Wheeler. Okay. Well, Nola is the one I'm familiar with.
Well, he's been around forever. Nola's been on. We drafted Nola, I believe.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay.
he's been around for
All right.
a long
And
time.
so, you know, and I think we're hitting
Wheeler we traded.
timely hits. And I mean, I'm not going to say it's getting easier, but all the top teams lost.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
the Dodgers are out. The
Are
Mets
they?
are out. Yeah.
Did they win last night?
Lost last
no?
night.
I don't know. I didn't see the last
Yeah,
night
they
scores.
go.
I'm gonna check it right
Yeah,
now.
Dodgers are out. We play San Diego
Right.
Tuesday.
Which is
What?
Yeah.
Nice. It's all lining up for us.
Right. See
Line
what I
up
mean?
for-
If we're playing
Like it did in 017.
They are the
when the
highest
Eagles
seed,
won.
you have
Things
the
started
home
lining
game.
up for us.
Right. But we're not playing the Dodgers. You know what I mean?
Thank
So,
God.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I pretty much think. But I think we have a good chance, and we'll see what happens. Let's go. I'll go to the parade. Sure.
Absolutely. I'll be there. I was at the last one, so I gotta make a couple of this one too. Go ahead. What you think about the film?
Listen, watching the Phillies has me. Oh my God, living in Philadelphia. Oh my God, listen. While we're beating Atlanta, okay, this is Philadelphia. I love it. They started a mock chop.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
What is that?
They-
A
They
what?
was doing their
a mock chop.
Right.
You gotta love Philadelphia just for that. Just for that. You know, quick story. The last time the Phillies were in the World Series when we won, I was in truck driving school. I'm sitting in the truck in a 16-wheeler, right? Pretty much skipping because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm listening to the radio because the Phillies were in the World Series. The game, it's the game that we win. I'm honking the horn.
Nice.
I want to do this again, man. I want to do this again. It's exciting. I love it.
Championships are always exciting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For everybody, even if you're not a fan, you will be when we come running down your street. Woo, Phillies! You know, we go crazy in this city. We are not a player. Why?
No. Man, this team is mostly constructed, in my opinion, as far as big names. I mean, evenly constructed with free agency and people who are groomed through the organization. I myself, I don't love teams that are thrown together quickly. So I was late to the party. I'll admit it. I've been late to the party. But damn, it feels good to have baseball back, meaningful baseball, and to see that stadium erupt like that. I'm like, damn, I need to go ahead and pick up some tickets now. It's time to get back in. My uncles always told me, you baseball ain't the game you watch. Baseball game you follow until it's time to watch. And damn it, it's time to watch. Them Bulls is looking good. I love watching playoff baseball when it's meaningful in Philly. Welcome to Red October. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Hey, look, anything can happen. We did good against the West this year, against LA, San Diego, and San Fran. We did good against the West. So anything can happen. And like you said, things are starting to line up. In the
Line up.
They lining up. They lining up.
The baseball gods make it so. You know what I mean? And think about it. The very first game of this playoff run, we were down to the 9th inning, and then we got 6 runs in the 9th. That never happens, like in a playoff game. Like, and then the ball just started rolling. Like we just started rolling, and like Harper, crazy. The catcher, I forget his name. He's been playing well. Just everybody. The pitching absolutely is there. So, what do you think, Lil Ski?
Yeah, I like Quaz. I was a little late to the party. I didn't really, the Phillies haven't really won anything in over 10, 12 years.
Yeah,
and we haven't been successful. Right. So, we're not really expecting them from the Phillies. I believe we fired the manager mid-season, I believe.
Yes, we did.
So
Joe
that
Girardi.
could have been
we fired Joe Girardi.
Yeah, that could have been, our spark plug right there, just kind of a new fresh voice in the dugout and everything. So that could have been what ignited us. But that's it's kind of crazy to think that we're at this point right now where we're fighting to get into the World Series. So
exactly. We need 4
like y'all
wins,
said, I'll
baby.
be at the parade too.
Cowboys suck.
I got actually a really quick story. Little Zai took Little Zai out of school on the when the Phillies had their parade. Listen, you don't. I said, son, this is Philly. We don't win too many. You don't have to go to school today.
Mm-hmm.
We go. You coming with me? He was like, where we going? We caught the L or the. We caught the L down to the sub, and then like the whole shebang. He loved it. He didn't even understand. He never watched a Phillies game in his life. You know, like I mean, we actually went to a few Phillies games, but he wasn't interested in Phillies. But
hey, he was there.
People, right? Once he saw the people, he was like, "What's like? This is exciting." And then he became a baseball fan, but not a big one. But he definitely follows, and I'm sure he's paying attention right now. So let's move on though. We got
Cowboys up.
Wait a minute. We got a big game tomorrow. Big, huge game.
Tonight.
Dallas. Oh, tonight. I'm sorry. Sunday. We got the big game tonight. What do you think? Let's start with Quad since he's the expert.
I wouldn't say the expert, but I let's just say I'm involved. I'm involved in football. Okay, heavily involved.
Dedicated a few hours to the topic.
All right, so tonight I do have them covering 5. I got them on CBS Sports Fan in my pool. I got them covering the 4.5 is where it's at right now. I got them covering the 5. This team is showing me all kinds of signs of being a team that can really actually get back to the Super Bowl. With all the upgrades they made and how Howie's been drafting over the last 3 years. I say 3 years because I do include the Jalen Hurts draft. For now, people can stop saying that Jalen Hurts draft was poor. If you got your franchise quarterback, I don't care what else you do in that draft. It's an A. It's an A. So I'm excited about what we're going to see tonight. The city is already behind this team like it was 2017. We're going to beat Dallas tonight. We're going to beat them. So I mean I don't know what else there is to say about it other than the fact that
Cowboys suck.
Oh yeah, always that. You know what? I don't really be hating Dallas like that. I hate New York.
Oh no.
I hate New York.
Dallas.
Like Dallas to me is Dallas is just Dallas for me. I hate New York.
No.
Yeah,
I Cowboys fans in this city. That's what the problem is.
Yeah. I mean, some lonely dudes out there. They ain't got nothing else to do like Jeffrey Dahmer, sit around, try to figure out what they're gonna do with their afternoon. So they go ahead and turn on TV and see the star, fell in love, and then now they addicted. There's a couple of dudes like that out there, but just keep an eye on them. Keep the security camera on them.
Go ahead, Ski.
Little Ski. It's on you, bro.
Little Ski.
So I am optimistic as well. Just everybody, real quick, mute your mic. Just mute your mic so that it won't echo. So I think that we got a very, very great team. The last time that we talked about the Eagles on the show, we didn't have nearly the pieces that we had now. We was on here talking about should we fire Howie Roseman. I think that he has proved that he should keep his job. So he had a great draft. He's been having great drafts. A stellar free agency. We've signed pieces from all over the league that we needed. We got Bradbury, who's been playing great. We obviously got AJ Brown. We obviously got Hassan Reddick, who's playing good off the edge as well. So I think Howie Roseman did his thing the last couple of years since we've talked about him. So he a job from him. I think that I'm going to get a little nitty gritty here. I think we do have a problem with our offense scoring the whole game. We haven't been playing the best team so far. So we're beating on the bad teams, one. Secondly, we're not scoring kind of enough. I feel like we score all our points in the first half, and then the second half comes, and our defense comes into play. And that's why we've been kind of winning these games at the end. But I think that versus Dallas, their defense is coming in. I think they're ranked about top 3 in the league right now. With Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, they're coming in, with good defense this year. So I think we got to score and score often. We can't score in the first half and then not score no more. We're gonna have to be consistent the whole game with our offense. So It's my take. I think we'll come out with the win though. We're at home. We're in Philly. The momentum in the city right now is going crazy because of the Phillies and everything. Started the Sixers, so we gonna have a home crowd advantage tonight, for sure.
Absolutely, and it's an 8:30 start. It's the Sunday night game, so that just gave everybody all day to drink. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you already know it's going to be crazy, and you let Philadelphians get up 2 million. Watch out. Watch your back. But anyway, the Eagles are awesome, 5-0. I mean, we're perfect, right? I mean, we can't get no better than this. I don't care how we win or how I don't care how they make the sausage. Long as I know that it's good sausage at the end of the day, we 5-0 and we're about to go 6-0. Dallas, if we lose to the backup quarterback, then we deserve to be 5-1. Like, we're not losing to them. I'm definitely putting a few shekels on this game. Over the what'd you say, 4.5, 5, whatever that is. I'm going over. We're gonna win by 10 at least. So it's gonna be a good game, and I love everything. People say last week we didn't beat them by enough or we didn't play good enough, but that's a classic trap game before the Dallas, all of that. So to me, the fact that we can win a trap game, that told me all I needed to know. We're gonna bust Dallas, and we might go like an 8-9-0. Green Bay is the only game that I see that we probably gonna lose. Now, one of these games we'll probably have a game where we don't play well, and lose one, but I see a 10-0 coming up real easy. So go ahead, Big Ski. What you think? Oh, you're muted.
I think that we are definitely a good team. We're showing that we're a good team. But as Little Ski said, we haven't really played the good teams, but we're playing the teams in front of us, and then we're beating them in the way we're supposed to beat them. It's not like we're beating them because they're bad. We're beating them because we're playing our style of football. We do only score in the second quarter, though. It's not even the first half. It's really the second quarter. That's it. And then, but I think it's a strategy of the coach and this analytics. I see a lot of analytics with him because I don't think he ever kicks. If he was a kicker on his team, I wouldn't want to be on his team. He don't even try to kick. It'd be first and goal.
Come on, fourth down. On like fourth down,
Fourth down, kick, period. It doesn't matter. Kick the field goal. He ain't going for the field goal. He's going for all kicks. And I really don't like that coaching style. It seems to be working for us right now because we have the style of players that is this new generation and Hurts that's making that silly stuff work because of his style of play. So
but wait a minute. In 17, it worked too. Because remember, we went for
Doug
more
Peterson was like
down
Doug
and
I don't think it was more. I don't think it was more.
It was. It absolutely. We're the team that started this trend going for it on fourth down.
I agree with that. I don't think it's more though. It's like we never even tried. Like, I remember the kicker's name on that team. It's Elliott. I think it still is Elliott because he kicked it, but he's hurt now.
Absolutely.
He's hurt right now.
But you don't even know.
But it is Elliott.
We got
a kicker.
Right.
Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker. You know what I mean? We don't even care about the kicker. We gave him $5 in a bag of cookies. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we gonna use you, mate.
Whatever he's doing is working. So whatever Sirianni is doing is working. I love it.
I'll say that it's working. And
it's it's probably Howie. Because Doug did it too. He makes you go for it. Like, he's like, the analytics, they go for it, and we want you to listen to the analytics department.
Yeah.
But his play calling, it does got to be a little bit more aggressive in the second half. He got to go downfield in the second half. You can't be going back and forth, side to side. You got to stay aggressive. Against this Dallas team, you better stay aggressive. I don't care if the game look like it's in hand. You need to stay aggressive. It's Sunday night. The fans are going to be stoked. I don't want that bullshit. You going side to side now, trying to milk the game out. That, like somebody said it said it was the coaching, and I just wanted to agree. Yeah, the coaches have got to stay aggressive in the second half.
Right, their coaching did not lose, and it's working right now because we won barely because dude missed that kick. Don't mean we still wouldn't have won, but we barely beat that one, letting them come back, and we barely beat the Jackson. Well, they took the lead on us in the Jacksonville game.
It was the Detroit game we almost
lost.
Detroit
game, right. You know what I mean? We did the same type of thing where we just let it float out. You know what I mean? And we've been getting lucky this year. But them things don't, that's not something that I think is sustainable. So I think we
5-0 is sustainable, baby. Jalen Hurts does
see
everything he
point.
needs to do.
Right.
If you
Okay.
notice, he does just enough to win, and that's
Right.
fine for me. Long as we win, that's good.
Yeah,
You know, like he's not the type of guy to dive head first all the time. Like he does it when he needs a touchdown or a first down. He doesn't do it like Michael Vick, where anytime I don't know how to slide.
He knows how to slide.
How are you an NFL player and
No,
you
an athlete,
millions of dollars,
period.
an athlete, and don't know how to slide?
He did
It's
not.
crazy to me. So,
Especially when they're showing you.
Right.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I agree with Big Zai's point. And it's only kind of in football. It's like as long as you win, it's okay. Like in other sports, sometimes it needs to look good. Like basketball, I feel like we need to look good for it to be a good win. In football, I don't think you're right. It doesn't necessarily matter if how you win. If you win, you win, and you feel
Nothing
good.
matters when you win.
Yeah.
Right.
It's because it's only
Especially in
17
football.
games. It's only
Right.
17 games. When you have a long season,
You can
like I
afford
want to
lose.
see you look pretty.
Yeah,
I want to see you
yeah.
look
Yeah.
good and all that. But listen, every win in the NFL is precious.
is good.
Every single
Yes.
one of them. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So
I agree with that.
lose 5 in a row and still win the championship in basketball. You ain't winning 5 in a row, or maybe you know what I'm saying. Like you
It's
can't
harder, yeah.
lose a lot of games. You know. So, got you.
Yep.
I don't think. Well, I think that's it.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Herb,
that's
I don't
probably
think you
it. But listen, I think y'all forgetting something. Cowboys suck.
You got it. You
You
got
know,
it.
you know.
They do. They do. You got anything else? Is that
Listen,
right? We just going to end
I
this
want
shit
to
like that?
apologize to Jalen Hurts. Last year in the beginning of the season, I thought the Eagles were going to be in the dumpster, man. I thought it was going to be dumpster football for years. And now look, this is amazing. This is amazing. Sorry, Jalen Hurts. Holla at you.
And I just wanted to say that you'll be able to rewind this and listen to Zaz say, unlike somebody like Jalen Hurts, who hasn't improved. Are you kidding me? He has 67%
I think he
completion
said like
rate
Jalen
this
Hurts.
year.
Did he
No,
say like?
Jalen Hurts
said like
hasn't
Jalen.
improved.
No, he didn't say unlike. He said like Jalen Hurts, I think.
Right. Him and
Oh.
Maxey are just going better and better. Every year they get better and
Oh,
better.
okay,
That's what I was
okay.
trying to say.
I misunderstood it. I'm gonna rewind it and
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out anyway.
Yes,
I'm
please,
gonna find out
please.
anyway.
Speaking of rewinding it, I want everybody at home watching this. Rewind it, watch it again, share it. Anybody who's a Sixers fan, anybody who's a Philly sports fan, share it with them. If we would appreciate it. So thank you a lot, and hit them notifications. YouTube, we coming, baby. Let's go.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.